have I got into some stuff? I don't even say it's religion. All I'm gonna say is that I see Satan everywhere, like in all this imagery, and I see so much dark world stuff that I'm like, you know, that phrase, stay prayed up, like I kind of believe that now. So I don't know what I am, but I definitely believe that there's some dark forces out there, and I low-key believe we're in a spiritual warfare. But if you say that, people call you crazy.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of the dark spirits you see?
Look at the music business. Look at artists who started out happy and chill. I talk about on my podcast. I love Doja Cat. She's just this beautiful girl from the valley, kind of a hippie, started out really chill, catchy, fun, really accessible music. By her second or third album, she's literally saying she's the devil, the devil, literally dressed as the devil, red, dark, like, here's the thing, this is how they get you. It's not the people like this that I'm worried about, like, rah, rah. It's the people that sing light poppy hits.
Right.
That's how they get you, because that's what we call the devil next door. So do I think it's all cosplay, meaning she's doing it to make record sales and stuff? Maybe, but there's so many artists. Just look at the music business. There's 10 artists you can point out right now who started one way and completely have become another thing. The thing is that people want to be successful.
Right.
So they'll do anything. And so that's the whole thing that's going on right now in our world. You got, you know, the Epsteins and the different music people, but the music, in my opinion, the music business is the gateway to the darkest stuff in our business.
Yeah, I've always heard that music and acting and things like that is a way into the gates of hell that it ended up like that. You have to be really careful.
Well, here's the thing. It's like they changed the megahertz of music in like the 40s.
Yeah.
And so the frequency changed. And so if you believe this stuff, but you can look it up, that it literally has this subliminal effect. And so it's kind of hypnotic. So the messages that could be put in there are in there. So if you believe that there's a way to get to people's minds, music could be the easiest way. So why do these people change? It's because they got to get the message out for Satan. And I know I sound crazy saying that, but it's just a lot. Look at it everywhere. Yeah. Sex is everywhere. Like, remember sex used to be hidden?
Right.
Like, be sexual, that's fine. I went to the Playboy Mansion a lot. It was fun, but I see crazier stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
How badly do you want to succeed in what you're doing, comedy and acting? How badly do you want it?
I mean, I'm very fortunate. I think I've made a name for myself, so I'm kind of did it. You know what I mean? So people know me. Right. I can always do more, but the whole business has changed so much that it kind of just bums me out. Like, I'm hearing all these, like, I've never seen anything weird. I've seen sex, fun, you know, like hot tub, fun stuff, whatever, consensual between adults, some drugs, you know, fun time, all-night parties. I've never seen anything nefarious. Right. And so you wouldn't even hear about that until like 5 years ago. I'm like, is that? So you start hearing this shit. I never wanted it that bad. I always believed that you could hustle and grind and you get to this place where your talent wins over. But that's like one piece of it.
Can you walk away from it? Let's say that these people get mad at you, they want to ban you, all that stuff. They do, right? Are you able to walk away from it and still maintain peace?
It's a really great question. I'm getting there. Like, I've done enough things where I feel like I've made a mark on the pop culture lexicon, and I'm pretty happy with what I've done. Do I want to do more? Of course.
What's important to you?
Right now? I mean, I have to really take a second here, but honestly, this is going to sound cliche, but I believe the truth. What is the truth? What we are trying to figure out is the truth.
Right.
Without being maligned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just talking about common sense. Common sense and what we think. Because it used to be 2 + 2 is 4, and now 2 + 2 is 4. What is it?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where we're at.
Yeah.
That is where we are at, where people are just what we were always. I don't mind about changing and growing and being more adaptive as a society. We have to be open-minded and fix our errors of our ways. But people act like we weren't raised a certain way. And it's like, well, this is what we believed up until 2 years ago. And now all of a sudden, and if you make a mistake, you get in trouble. And that's,
Yeah.
I wish there was a little bit more forgiveness on like, hey, this is new stuff.
That's right. Have you made mistakes and gotten in trouble with Hollywood?
Not, I haven't been canceled, but I've definitely been called certain things for sure. Like I did a movie called Roe versus Wade, and it kind of started my journey. And it was about the whole abortion, like that case, the landmark case.
Right.
And since I was in that movie, I was called a right winger. I was called, I don't support these rights and all of this stuff. And I was like, I'm in a movie. I'm acting.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was treated with such respect on that movie. Maybe certain people don't agree with everything in the movie, but I learned a lot, if it's true, about a lot of stuff that I didn't know about that whole case.
Yeah.
It was fascinating. But it's just malign. And that's when the onion, I started to peel back the onion and I started saying like, Hollywood, I pushed back at Hollywood because we were always so scared of like, you don't want to piss off the man, but
Right.
more and more and more, Hollywood to me is painting itself into a very tight, very super liberal corner. And there's nothing against liberals, but to the point where you can't reason.
Yeah.
You can't reason with them.
Amazing. You said you want to know the truth. You want
Yeah.
the truth. And what is the truth?
There's so many questions. Well, today a lot of stuff was supposed to happen, Jesse.
Do you love white people?
I don't. I love everybody. I try to love everybody until they cross me, but apparently I can't have anger.
Do you love white people?
I love white people. I love black people. I love Asian people. I love everybody.
Do you love white people?
Do I love white people more than anyone else? No. But I like white people, sure.
Do you love white people?
I asked you 4 times. I said I love white. Oh, God, you're trying to get a clip out of here.
No, I'm
trying to say, clip that, he loved white people. I'm not falling for that. No, I love everybody.
No, I'm not trying to do
Do I love them? Like, do I sit down and go, oh, Whitey? Oh, hello, Whitey. What's going on at the library today? No, I don't, like, overly love white people, but I don't, like, I like them just like, I judge people as people. We talked about this.
But I just asked you a simple question. Do you love white people?
I don't, no, not any more than anyone else.
Do you?
But go ahead.
What do you think about the attack upon white people, especially white Christian men? They're the most hated species on this side of heaven, and they're blamed for everything, including the climate. What do you think about? What do you think about white people being under attack in such a manner?
Well, this is a deep answer, so can I take a minute?
Yes.
All right. So do you believe in predictive programming?
No, I don't know what that is either.
It's what they put stuff in the media to get you used to it.
Oh yeah.
So
that happens.
There was a great movie made years ago with John Travolta called White Man's Burden. You should watch it. It's
Oh, okay.
a pretty fascinating movie.
Plus, he was a good actor too.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
So do I think that here's what I'll speak on my dumbness, because I'm dumb, all right? I'm stressed this.
So you're white and dumb, and I'm black and dumb.
What? Together. Here we are. We're friends.
We're brothers.
It's brothers. So, yeah, see, we're bridging the gap. Is that, was I raised that white people came in and basically raped and pillaged the country to take over? Yes, that's what I was raised. Do I think that they have gotten a lot of privileges because of that? Yes. Was I born into a situation fortunate? Yes, I was. Do I think there's overkill now and like whites are the devil? I mean, I don't think we're that terrible. Like, but I do agree there has to be some fixing, and hopefully we're in the process of that.
What can you fix? You're not responsible for. You're not your brother's keeper. So what is there to fix?
I guess it's like, certain, like obviously job opportunities and
What's wrong with the
college
blacks? They
admissions.
can't create their own jobs.
They do, but black people create a lot of jobs.
But what do you mean by job opportunities?
Well, I mean, if there was, I guess back in the day, if there was a lawyer, there would be 8 lawyers going for one position. Maybe one lawyer was black, or in the coaching, for the interviews, it used to be one black coach out of 9. There's that type of stuff where it was like, let's just look at all of the candidates.
But when I was growing up on a plantation in Alabama, right?
Is that true?
Yeah.
100%?
100%.
Wow, okay.
My parents worked with my grandparents, their parents, their parents.
Okay.
Down in Sweet Home, Alabama.
Okay.
It was called Coma Hill.
Okay.
We were taught that if a person, no matter what color,
You can't go on weddings
if they
there.
didn't want you at their home or their business, they had a right not to wish them well and start your own thing. You can do your own thing. There's no one that can do something that you can't do if you want to do it.
But
And so I grew
no,
up with
not if
that
you're
mentality.
being pushed. Not if you're not given. Not if you walk. If you can't even use the bathroom.
You can use outdoors.
And I mean, that's not.
There's still a way
that's
out.
not fair.
It's not fair to use outdoors.
It's not fair if someone gets to use the toilet and the other person doesn't.
Why not?
Because why did they get to use the
But
porcelain?
who was not able to use a toilet?
Blacks.
They weren't able to use the toilet,
I mean, there was different bathrooms.
but they still had a toilet.
I don't know. I wasn't there. See cops.
They hear you talking.
You know what it is.
But what do you
Come
mean?
on, in Alabama, you were not getting the same rights as whites.
What rights I didn't get?
You tell me you lived it.
I got everything I wanted.
Okay, so could you go sit at a counter
Anytime I wanted to sit at a counter, I sat at a counter.
with white?
If white was there, I did. If they were not, I didn't.
Or was this after?
No, this was way before the civil rights movement.
Was this after segregation or desegregation?
It was before segregation happened.
So you're telling me, no, there was segregation, right?
Right.
White here, black there.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So you could go to a counter where it was said white only and sit there.
I never went to one. Not because I didn't want to. I went to the black ones. That's where I wanted to be.
Okay.
I never thought about going to one or not. But whenever I did go to one, I had no problem.
I understand what you're saying, and you went to where you felt comfortable.
Like people do today.
But people might say, why am I not allowed there? And that's how we progress as a society, saying, hey, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
So if it's private business, private toilet, and people say, well, why am I not allowed there? It's because I don't want you there. I own this. I have a right not to have you there if you don't want to be
Well,
there.
then we go back to your thing that's, you say not racism, but that's hateism.
Right.
It's
Well, not necessary. Because if I have a business, right, and I only want certain people in my business, don't I have a right to do that?
If it's a private business, I don't know the rules. I'm sure that you can refuse service to anybody,
Right,
but it
but
has to
don't I
be
have a-
based on
but
something
can't
that
I
has
do-
to be normal human rights.
But can I do
You
that
agree with
without
that?
being? Can I do that without being hateful?
You can, but you have to have a good reason. It can't be
By
color
good
or
reason, I built
gender.
this
or-
business and I can do what I want. What's wrong with the blacks?
Stop! Jesus!
You've acted black. You hung out with them. You know what they're like now. You know what it feels like to be black. What's wrong with the blacks?
Dude, I can't answer. Come on, that question is like you're putting me in a weird position. That's because just because you said that, I'm gonna get associated.
What do you mean?
I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, people have problems in all different races. You can't just single out a race.
Oh, you can't?
No.
And why not?
Because then it'll come off as racist.
But there's no such thing as racist. It doesn't exist.
How? I do agree that when people say they're not racist, they're more racist, but you don't think racism exists?
It has never existed. It's impossible to exist.
Okay.
It's just a made-up word.
So you don't think there's people that don't like somebody literally for their race? You don't think in the human evolution of history, Jesse, there hasn't been someone that goes, I don't like that man? Because come on.
But that's not racist, though.
What is that?
Hatred. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It's either good or hate. You're either good or you're of evil. And anyone that hate one another is of evil.
So it's hatredism.
It's evil, yeah. It's not racist, it's evil. And we got to call it what it is so that people can understand and overcome it. But if you try to overcome something called racism that doesn't exist, how can you overcome that? But if you say it's evil, then you say, oh yeah, that is evil to hate your fellow man.
Can I adjust what you're saying? Because
Yeah.
I hope you're doing what I think you're doing. How can I do this? How do I do this properly? You know, they make you sign the affidavit before, so you're screwed. I know that game. So what you're saying is, if you focus on hatred, then you say, yo, this is hatredism.
Yes.
Let's wipe that out instead of delineating. Because I'm always trying to say I'm a human being first. Like, I don't like race identity or gender ideology or race ideology. I just like people.
Right.
So, and I think it does separate us.
It does.
So, I mean, but how does that theory go over with people when you say it?
Well, the people that love using racism as a means of gaining something from it, so-called power or wealth, they don't want to hear it. But those who are trying to overcome it, they realize that their heart needs to be changed from anger to love. They're like, oh, that makes sense. So they stop hating. They forgive and stop hating.
Well, because there has been a lot of opportunities that black people didn't get, so now they're getting more and more chances.
So what's wrong with the blacks? They need the white man to give them opportunity. Why can't the white man create his own opportunity? Why can't the black man do the same thing?
Because they weren't given the same resources, but they are now. Jordan Peele's doing his own studio. Tyler Perry doing his own studio. Oprah. I mean,
but why do they have to whine and blame the white man? Why not just do your own thing?
I think it's happening.
No, but they're taking it away from you. Why are white people so afraid of that one word, racism?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Because then you get expelled from society.
But why would you let somebody else expel you? That doesn't make sense.